All right, folks, welcome to Game Day in Boston. Raptors and Celtics set to tip it off tonight on the Fan. And Eric, tough place to win if you're a visitor. Over the last, 2+ seasons since the Celtics have assembled the Big Three, they are 76-15 when those three guys are starting in the lineup together. So tough place to win.
Yeah, absolutely tough place to win. And the Raptors couldn't even get their regular game day shoot around in the building today because the Boston Bruins playing an afternoon game today at the Garden. So the Raptors not able to have their game day shoot around. So they're a little off-site today at Suffolk. I can't even pronounce Suffolk University. And it was interesting chatting with their athletic director, Jim Nelson, a guy that played for Bob Cousy at Boston College, and he was there to let the guys in and to offer up his home in a sense to the Raptors for an hour or so. So it was kind of interesting. Those little side stories that you
and there's another little aside to this, is the Laker fan won't always tell you that when the Lakers were here practicing for the finals a couple of years ago, Phil Jackson made a complaint, something. I mean, Phil Jackson goes way back to his Knicks days, and Red Auerbach kind of turning up the heat in the summer and turning down the heat in the winter, and said something about rats, and he said, there are no rats in my gym. And I'm not sure which side it comes from, but let's put it this way. The Lakers are not welcome back or going to be going back to that gym where the Raptors had their shoot around at Suffolk University because Jim Nelson didn't take kindly to the comments by Phil Jackson.
But you know what, otherwise it's a usual game day. The team had their Thanksgiving yesterday. Some of the players had some family in town, so they were out, but for the most part, probably 75-80% of the team, including coaches, were at a Thanksgiving dinner last night at the hotel. So they had a chance to kind of have a team dinner together for the holidays, and the team was off yesterday with it being Thanksgiving and the fact that they're coming off the back-to-back. But everything else back to normal today, regular game day, other than it being at a different location than the arena itself. And they've got to get back on track, Joe.
Yeah, they do.
Man, oh man, that was terrible the other night against Charlotte.
I talked to Chris Bosh, and you'll hear that interview if you tune into the pregame show, and he said, the time for talking regarding what happened in Charlotte is done. We know what we have to do. We've got to come out with a lot of energy tonight and play hard right from the start, because if we don't, this team will bury you. And Chris also talked a little bit about his matchup tonight. Eric, you and I were saying that the two guys that probably give him the toughest time defensively, Garnett and Rasheed Wallace, on the same team. You asked Jay Triano about it. I talked to Chris about it, and we're not going to tell you all of it. You got to tune into the pregame show to see what they say.
Well, you tune into the pregame for the Bosh. The Jay Triano answer, really, Jay just said, hey, Chris has got to just continue to play the way he's been playing for the most part this year. He knows that he's had a couple of off games in a sense, the last two, at least offensively, still grabbing the rebounds. But he said, hey, he's just got to share the ball, involve his team, and if he's not able to get it going, we still got one of the top offenses in the league. We've got to continue to share the ball. But we'll tune in for. I got to tune in. I haven't even heard the Bosh comments.
Yeah, we didn't double team. We got split up today. Eric was over with the coach, and I was chatting with Chris. Had a chance to go one-on-one with him.
All right, so we've got to get some work done right now. Game day. Plus, if time permits, I think we might try and sneak out for maybe a half hour or hour to see if we can. Take part in some of the Black Friday sales going on in the States here. So we'll see if we can get that.
All right, one more number for you.
All right.
Ray Allen, a career 25.3 points a game in almost 35 games against the Raptors. He's going to be tough tonight.